myself.
Alright, so we go to the tutorial question. Hopefully you've gone through, you have tried solving the questions at least, okay.
Okay,
So this one, the first question, this is actually the one I mentioned during our lecture. No temperature change, no phase change, that one. Okay, just be careful if you want to make it in point. So the no must be there. Okay, the no tu must be there. Cannot be chemical reaction or that lah. Alright. So 4 points So 4 conditions ni. Okay, so no temperature change, no phase change, no chemical reaction, and the pressure change is only few atmospheres or very small pressure change lah. Any questions on this? No.
No question of the.
Right, this is very straightforward. In fact, I'm not sure lah. This is actually, as I mentioned, this is assignment during our ODL ni, soalan ni. It is assignment during online distance learning punya session. Okay, this is the one given here is face to face. Alright, so the second question. This is January 2012. Define closed system is there in chapter 7, right? Define closed system. So saya dah bagi page on top there is actually page of the answer, page 70, where the answer of that closed system is there. You know, it's not 70, sorry, 70 is on page. Close, wait, 26 something. 260. For this one, you can refer to page 260 of the textbook. Okay. I want to ask the exchange student. This is our energy balance. Do you study material balance? Any representative of ITS? Material balance.
Yeah, doctor.
Material balance. You study material balance?
Yeah.
Are you using the same book as this? No. Not the same book.
Yes, not the same book.
All right. It's okay.
It sounds.
Okay, because we are using this book. Okay. All right. So if you refer to this book, I can give a copy. It's not a copy, the whole copy. I will share the ebook chapter by chapter. So I will share you chapter 7 and chapter 8 first lah, and appendix B at the back there. These chapters we will cover during our energy balance lah, so that those from ITS and those without the book can refer to lah. Okay. It's just that the one that we will post in GC is old version, the old version one. So it means that this one not the new version, because the ebook is this is the old version. So this one I will share with you. Alright. Okay. So ni closed system. So if you refer to page 260, what is the answer?
What is the answer?
Anybody? Or any definition from your point of view without looking to the textbook. What do you understand about closed system?
My answer to the closed system is a system that only have work or heat interaction with its surrounding. Acceptable kan, Doktor?
Closed system.
Closed system.
Macam jauh je daripada CPP2 punya definition.
No mass is transferred across system boundaries while the process is taking place.
Yeah, that one is the one given in the textbook of CPP2, Akasha. The one you refer to apa? Website, internet, what?
Oh no, it's my answer, Doktor. I mean, as long as there is no mass flow, it's a closed system like Doctor. We can understand.
Yes. The keyword must be no mass across the boundary, across the system, because the system along the way lah, along the time.
Okay, Doctor.
That's the key lah. Okay, and I would like to advise all of you, when you are asked during ODL, when you are asked to define or define lah, especially define, you should refer to the textbook first. Okay, don't refer to the internet, please. Okay, if you refer to the internet, let's say 2 marks, maybe you can get 1 mark, because you know, the coverage to internet punya coverage is not what CPP2 punya cover. Macam tu lah. The length, the wavelength is not the same maybe, but the at the end is actually the same lah. It's just the definition. I would advise all of you to refer to textbook, please. Refer to textbook first for definition. Alright, so batch process, where to refer to? Batch. Anybody? Batch process. What is batch process? What do I understand of batch process?
Input equal to output.
Input equal to output.
Okay.
Ni very simple definition ni.
Test that does not continuous and comes out in groups.
That is not continuous, boleh diterima, can be accepted. Comes in group.
Kalau macam ni, Doctor, batch process is a process that only involve either inlet flow or outlet flow at one time.
Can be accepted. Okay. Batch is not continuous, just like I mentioned, not continuous. So you have feed, you have inlet but you have no outlet, or you have outlet, you have no inlet. It's not that no inlet. It's just that maybe last 10 minutes you put the inlet, and then you let it there about 10 minutes, and then after that you take it out. That is batch. Okay, it's not that no inlet. It's just that not continuous. You have the inlet, you have the outlet, but it's not continuously being fed, being taken out. Okay, batch by batch. So this one actually, batch process ni, you already taking material balance. So the answer is there in chapter 4, material balance. When you study material balance, actually the answer is there. You dah belajar batch, semi-batch, continuous, right? CPP1.
Yeah.
Okay, it's there actually. So ini jawapannya is here, page 70 of the textbook, of the new version of your textbook. So page 70. But any definition, as I mentioned, any definition that quite the same as given in the textbook too can be accepted. Okay, not necessarily from the textbook alone lah. Alright, so if you refer here, batch is the feed is charged. Okay, here my answer is here. Wait, okay. So batch here. This is taken from page 70 tadi, as I mentioned, page 70 of the new version of the textbook. The feed is charged into a process unit at the beginning of the process, and the output is removed from the process unit at the end of the process. Okay, you have a buffer time taken for the process to occur lah, right? So example for each definition. Other than my example here is closed system. I give you a cup of hot coffee with a lid on it. Okay. Anybody?
Water heater boleh tak?
Water heater. Closed system,
Pressure cooker boleh tak?
Pressure cooker, yes, can be accepted. Pressure cooker, water heater. Water heater. Wait. Water heater. Water heater. The water is okay. During your bath is not closed. During your bath is not closed, okay? Because the water being fed in, mana from your pipe to the water come into the heater and then be heated and then you take it out as your bath lah kan. Itu continuous. It seems continuous kalau heater.
Water kettle tak tu?
Ha?
Water kettle yang masak air tu.
Itu yes. Itu kettle kan. Kettle tu yes, but make sure it's closed. It's closed because the evaporation tu supposed not the evaporation process tu not supposed to take out the water from the kettle tu. Dia tak nak any product coming out of the kettle. Okay, kalau water heater yang you taking bath tu itu I rasa it's not that really close. It's not that really close. Okay, because you heat and then you take out during your bath. Kalau you tak taking you tak mandi, then anything happen, the water heater do not function, right? Kalau tak mandi during your bath je lah baru you on and then the heat the water kan.
Betul nak tanya?
Yes.
Kalau macam air yang kowe tu itu kira batch bukan kan? Batch tu continuous.
Kowe.
Kita ada masak air kat dalam tu kan.
Batch.
Dia ada masa dia kan. Dia boleh dia memang akan give you the water. Ada certain bila bila dah tank ni dah penuh, the tank ni dah penuh, then you nak ambil hot water pun dah tak boleh kan, because they still need time to heat the other batch of water. Kan?
Ya betul.
So that one is batch dengan close is actually about the same. Batch and close ni, dia close maknanya batch lah normally. Normally, tapi betul lah, batch ni ada yang can be changed to continuous macam tu lah. That one kowe I guess is batch because it's not continuously. The hot water, especially for the hot water lah, or the cold water tu. Room temperature doesn't matter, room water tu doesn't matter because that one can be continuously. But for cold you need time to cool it. For hot you need time to eat. There is a tank to hot it and there is a tank to cold it. So once the tank is if it is continuously being taken out, so at the end you have no water in the tank of hot water. So you kena fill in and then wait for that to hot. Okay, so itu adalah batch juga saja. Batch and close. Okay, so if you refer to my example here, this one I taken from internet ni. So alcohol fermentation. Alcohol fermentation is also batch. It's a batch. Okay, kalau kat Kelantan kita buat apa? Budu kan. Budu is also batch. Okay, it's not referring to the whole process, just referring to the fermentation tu. Okay, budu is you need fish kan to convert it to budu. But for alcohol you need grapes to do the fermentation, and so you let it there maybe for a month, 2 months, then you take it out. Or take it out too is not that take it out you can just simply use. Maybe you akan buat separation, another heating, so that you kill all the bacteria, all those things lah. Itu is another process. But we are talking now on the batch is on the fermentation itself, where you let the fish or the crab to in the tank for a certain time lah. Alright? Okay. So any questions on this?
No question, Doctor.
Okay, so if you refer to the example, this is example. Example ni give an example for each definition. Maknanya both batch and close you need to give the example. Okay, so you cannot say that one example just enough for both. Cannot. Okay, because 4 marks, so I guess definition 1 mark for each, example 1 mark for each. Okay, and then this example is I think general. Last semester final assessment, I guess. Final assessment, because I'm the one who prepared the question actually. Final assessment for CPP1, CPP2, I'm the one to prepare. We ask questions on give example of chemical engineering process. What is that? Chemical engineering process? Rhodes law. Is that CPP1? Yes, that was CPP1. Rhodes law, Henry's law. We want you to give an example of chemical engineering process. Okay, so chemical engineering process something to do with our plant, maybe reaction somewhere you need to apply the Henry's or Rhodes law, or chemical engineering. You cannot say there are students, many of them give what? You have carbonized water. Carbonized water, you have carbon dioxide, you want to dissolve the carbon dioxide in the water. Can you say that is chemical engineering process? Carbonized water, the whole process may be chemical engineering lah. Okay, you want the carbon dioxide, how to get the carbon dioxide, how you transfer the carbon dioxide. It's all chemical engineering. But if you refer to the carbonized water just to dilute the carbon dioxide with the water, do you think chemical engineering? Part of lah, ada lah sikit. Okay, so you must give example if you relate to chemical engineering process, bagi yang chemical engineering process, cannot just simple as macam this one lah, macam a cup of coffee with a lid on it. This is very general, nothing to do with chemical engineering. Okay, so chemical engineering a bit detail lah. Okay, cannot be as simple as this. Alright, so any questions on this? No,
No question.
We can proceed?
Yes, proceed.
Okay. Now the third question. The third question. Can you get the answer?
Yes, okay. But I get 0.46.
458. Anybody other than Akasha?
Say
0.46.
0.46 lah. Okay, most of you got 0.46. So fine. Anybody yang cannot get the answer? Blank. Where to proceed? Where to start? Where to proceed? Anybody? This I would say is very simple question. It's just that maybe you have no idea where to start, because during my lecture we never discuss on any example of this. Okay, so maybe that's why if you look into your textbook tu, maybe you have an idea lah. Kalau you tak tengok on the example given tu, maybe you have no idea lah. Okay, so this one actually draw and label tu, as I mentioned, I'm not that scrutinized on the drawing because this is energy balance. So as long as you have the drawing, then just go ahead with that lah. Not that ni. 2 marks ni very simple to get. Okay, so now I will show you the solution. Discuss the solution now. Okay, wait. I have to stop this first. I need to share you another, because this one is actually already been discussed with my group last semester. Okay. So again, you get the final answer is one story lah, one story. But the way to get the final answer, you have to, follow the procedure lah. Okay. Without these steps or procedure, you may lose your marks anywhere lah along the way. Okay. So this one draw and label. So this is the drawing. Wait, I change it to red color. So this is a drawing. As simple as this. Okay, we have a counter current. So counter current normally kalau heat exchanger is share and tube exchanger lah. So this is in reality it is just like this lah. Okay, share and tube where your stream tu doesn't mix between each other. Okay, if you have saturated stream, this example this one, saturated stream dia tak mix with this water stream. Okay, and then this water dia tak mix with that saturated stream. Okay, so that saturated steam given here is 14.7 psia. There is also some tricky question dia bagi 14.7 psig. So this G refer to gauge pressure kan? So gauge pressure, if you are given this psig, remember to add 1. Because if you recall CPP1, P absolute adalah P atmosphere plus P gauge. Okay, so you have to add 1. Sometimes lecturer, like to have this kind of tricky question. It's not that tricky lah. Dia nak tengok you careful ke tak, macam tu lah. Alright. So if you have G gauge pressure, then you have to add 1 before you look into the table. Okay, and then the saturated steam. Okay, the saturated steam mentioned here completely condensed into liquid. Okay, that's why water. I put here water, but I do not know the temperature because do not know the temperature, do not know the pressure. Okay, and then another stream is water, 10 degrees C to 65 degrees C. Okay, so this is the drawing lah actually, 2 marks tu. Okay, as long as you have you mention the temperature here, you mention the pressure here, the one given in the question too, then we can give you marks. Okay, if you want to draw it like just like this one, doesn't matter, up to you actually. Okay, and then now you are required to calculate the steam flow rate. Okay, you have to remember, as I mentioned, you are the system. You have surrounding. Okay. Now this one here is referring to your system. Remember, you can have Q equal to 0 when the system and the surrounding at same temperature, and another one is perfectly insulated. Okay, perfectly insulated means that no heat loss from the system to the surrounding. Okay, so this one, if no heat loss from the system to the surrounding, it means that the heat from here, being transferred 100% to here. Okay, kalau saya boleh tunjuk this one, the heat from the I guess water in the shell, saturated steam in the tube. Betul ke? Saturated steam in the tube ke saturated steam in the shell? Anyone can give any comment on that? Saturated steam in the tube or saturated steam in the shell? This is common sense.
Saturated steam in the shell.
Saturated steam in the shell.
Sebab dia keluar as liquid. Is it?
Okay. Kita tanya lagi yang lain. Anybody else who want to give their comment, their justification? Anybody? This is important actually when you do your who want to answer?
The tube or in the shell? I believe it's in the tube. I mean the shell.
Takkan Akasha seorang je. Ada yang lain ni. We have.
I agree with Akasha.
You agree, maybe. You agree with Akasha.
Yeah.
Right. So 2 versus 0. So anybody else? This is very important. Yeah, Najmi?
In the tube.
Huh?
Vapor in the tube.
Yeah, the vapor in the tube. Any justification?
because vapor is hard to rangkap. So it's in a smaller space.
Smaller tube. Okay. Can be accepted. Sebenarnya jawapan Azmi itu betul. Saturated steam in the tube. You just imagine saturated steam. You compare lah. You compare saturated steam dengan water. Which one actually a bit dangerous? A bit dangerous among the two. Water ke saturated steam?
Saturated steam.
Yes. Betul? Saturated steam, right? Dangerous. Agak betul lah kita kata dangerous. Compare with water. Water as simple as you masuk dalam pipe biasa, it's okay for the water. Alright, but steam, you vapor so you have to take a bit careful on that. So that's why you put into tube to small size, so easy to handle. Compared to shell big size. If anything happen, exploding apa shell tu yang explode dulu, so it's difficult. Kalau tube ni explode dia tu di dalam. Okay? So bear in mind with that. When you're doing design project nanti, when you have passenger, you have many other components in your system. There you need to identify which one in the tube, which one in the shell. So make sure shell tu those yang low pressure, low temperature. Okay, the tube tu those yang a bit dangerous lah, a bit dangerous. Okay. Okay, so now, so when you have adiabatic, actually adiabatic lah, adiabatic system. Okay, adiabatic system. Why can't I? Okay. So adiabatic system means that the heat from here, from the saturated steam dia akan release heat, dia akan pergi to the water stream. Why? Because that's why saturated steam, they release the Q, dia become water, reduce the temperature. The water from 10 degree C inlet, dia become 65 degree C because dia absorb the Q from the saturated steam. So the heat transfer among the two streams, not to the outside of the system. That's why it's actually Q equal to 0 juga ni untuk yang ni, untuk the whole system lah, the whole system. Okay, kalau untuk stream alone adalah Q. Okay, mesti ada heat release, mesti ada heat absorb. Okay, so you need to calculate the Q first. Okay, so start from here. Okay, so you simplify those kinetic potential work. Alright, and then you calculate. And no, sorry, here it's supposed to be here first. It's quite slow here. What happened? Not responding. Okay, not responding. Sorry. You need to find table. Okay, you need to go to table. Okay, you are given the flow rate, not the flow rate, volumetric flow rate of the water. So you know the flow rate of the water, 4.5 liter here per minute. Okay, so you can find the Q of that stream, of the water stream, you can find the Q of that water stream. So you can go to, this is table B5. Okay, this is 10 degree C. This is 65 degree C. 65 degree C ni you have to do some interpolation because in the textbook is 64, 66. 65 is not there, so you need to do something, some interpolation. Okay. Wait nah.
Lah macam tu ke? Alah, salah lah ni. I get it wrong.
Okay, so once you got that, but before that you need to convert the n given here. And okay, you know, I show you in our lecture last time, when the Q is delta H, it will be a summation of outlet, mass or mole, doesn't matter, minus inlet. M. So this question is only one m. So no summation of the flow of the stream lah, because it kita treat it separately. So this become m is the same h out minus h inlet. Okay, sorry, it's slow. The line is very slow. So using the information given here, this is for water, 42 is for water, 272.05 also for water, but 65 degree C. So from there you convert first the volumetric flow rate given here, volumetric flow rate V ni, V dot. Okay, you convert the volumetric flow rate using the density. Okay, recall back your CPP1 lah, material balance. Converting volumetric flow rate, you need to use density. Okay, converting mass mole, you need to use molecular weight. Alright, so you got 4.5 kilogram per minute. Okay, so it's the same value with a different unit. So be careful with the unit, Okay, be careful with the unit. That's why I would prefer all of you to put the unit with your value. Bagusnya macam tu lah. So that you know what is actually the unit at the end. Okay, not just a value, not just a value. If your value is correct, then doesn't matter. But if your value is, you got a value but you do not know, you do not give the correct unit, so it's wrong. Okay, so once you got that, you got Q of 1035. Positive means what? Absorb, right? Water stream absorb water. That's why they're positive. Okay, they absorb water. That's why they're positive. Okay, so logic to have a positive value of the Q of the water stream because they absorb the water. So now, as I mentioned earlier, if you have 100% efficiency, 100% efficiency means that, kalau saya refer balik kepada kita punya drawing kat atas ni, yang perfectly insulated ni, okay, here. So if it is 100% efficient means that the one released by this absorbed by water. So kita dah kira absorbed by water is 1035. So kita boleh assume the saturated steam release 1035, negative 1035, because they release. Dia bukan absorb, they release. So one absorb, one release. Tak boleh dua-dua absorb. Okay, so one must be positive, one must be negative. Okay, so that's why number C is there. List your assumptions. Okay, your assumption, this 100% efficiency can be your assumption. If you do not want to have 100% efficiency, doesn't matter. You can say assume 80% efficiency. Kalau 80% efficiency, so where you need to change? Here lah, this one. You kena cari lah dulu 80% of 1035. You give a value, and then this value you use here. The one you assume 80% tu, okay, you use here. But for me, I just use 100% efficiency, so that I can just simply take the value. Assuming that yang those absorb tadi yang atas tu, release pun that value, but different unit, because this one release, saturated steam release, that's why they negative. The water stream positive because they absorb the water. So now what to do next? You refer back to the saturated, the steam table. Find the value, this value. Now this value is for this one is for saturated steam. This one is for saturated steam. 2676 is saturated steam. Okay, this one for water because they kata condense completely to liquid. The saturated steam condense completely to ni. So where to find this value? At 14.7 PSIA. 14.7 PSIA. So you need to convert that first. So saya dah letak kat atas ni. I already convert Okay, here.
Lagging teruk eh.
You see here, this is the conversion. 14.7 PSIA is 1.01 bar. Okay, so you look into the table B6, 1.01 bar. 1.01 bar is actually 180 M. Okay, so you find there, this is the value lah, 419 is at 14.7 PSIA juga, which is 101 tadi tu. 1.01 bar liquid and 2676 ni for vapor. Okay, so from there you are able to get the M. Okay, so most of the student normally dia akan buat kalau error makes by the student adalah the sign here, the negative sign here is not there, so dia akan dapat negative and then they just simply say that it's not say, just left it there. M equal to negative 0.458. The value is correct but the sign is totally wrong lah. Okay, how come your mass become negative? Okay, if you what we call justify, can you justify negative low? I don't know. Maybe you say something wrong with your calculation ke apa semua ke to back up your negative flow rate ni. I don't know whether can be accepted or not. Maybe lah, maybe can be accepted as half mark. Okay, but logically it's not negative lah for flow rate. Okay, so you have to look into the sign of your Q or your work apa semua lah. Right? Now I proceed with the assumption. Okay, because this assumption ni you are required to mention tu. Bukan azan So kalau azan berhenti dah sekejap, I give 2 minutes break 2 minutes break. Boleh?
Boleh Doktor.
Right.
For which part? Oh. You have a very soft voice maybe. Dude, like I didn't expect it. For which part? Yes, for which part? Dan tiada hingga kau curangi aku. Katakanlah sekarang bahwa kau tak bahagia. Ku punya ragamu tetapi bukan hatimu. Oh, I see. Oh, I get what you mean. Oh, okay, I get what you mean. I don't want to mean. I don't use it too. I don't use it too. Why do you use CP? Why did you use CP?
Right, so kita continue with the assumption. I would like to highlight on the assumptions because it's not that we can't accept your assumption. Okay, it's just that to make it acceptable, bukan acceptable, semua boleh terima, but yet more appropriate answer for the assumption. Okay, so now assumption. So looking to the answer to the answer of B tu, what can we we say about the assumption? What is your assumption? 2 assumptions so that I can comment. Any of you? Before I give comments in general. Anybody? Assumption?
System is fully isolated.
Fully isolated.
No heat loss and no material loss.
No heat loss, no material loss. Wait, isolated. Okay, isolated. Wait, I asked isolated. So isolated to what to do with your calculation? Anything to do with your calculation if you have isolated system? Does it help your calculation? Najmi, siapa yang jawab tadi?
No.
Does it help with your solution? No, right? Isolated, nothing to do with your answer. Nothing to do. So it's not the correct assumption. May we mention about no heat and mass? Okay, mass. I would say mass because this topic is more on the energy balance. So mass nothing to do with mass. If you want to mention that, okay, but not to be included in the assumptions. It's known that the mass is fixed as given. Okay, but the heat, no heat loss, yes, because it's perfectly insulated. Kena mention lah. They mention that no heat loss from the system because it is perfectly insulated. That's why ataupun as what we can say, this is this one 100% efficient. So 100% efficient means that the transfer is 100% efficient. So no heat loss. So that one can be related. So if you give your assumption, you say that no heat loss, 100% efficiency of the transfer, then the two of the same meaning, so only you can accept one answer of that. Okay, so make sure you give 2 different answer lah. 2 different answer. Anybody else want to try on the assumption?
The system is isobaric. Isobaric. Yes.
Isobaric for the saturated steam flow rate.
Yes, doctor.
All right, that one also can be accepted. That's why when it is isobaric means constant pressure. So that's why the value that you use, this value actually you take as 1.01 bar, which is 14.7 psia. You tak assume another, or you doesn't take another value of the pressure. So you make it fixed for the saturated steam punya pressure. Yes, can be accepted. Yeah. Akasha, what is your assumption?
There is no change in kinetic and potential energy of the heat exchanger.
Potential kinetic energy.
Yep. Sebab
that one also can, yes, that one also can be accepted. It's just that it's very interesting of your assumption ni. Okay. Looking to this, okay, because you are asked to list 2 assumptions. So I don't want you to answer. First answer 0 kinetic energy. 0, I just mentioned it. Number 2, your assumption 0 potential energy. So if your answer is this, we only give you 1 mark. Why? Because you are referring to the question sahaja. Referring to the question sahaja. You referring to the question sahaja. Maknanya you simplify the question. So you put kinetic 0, potential 0, work 0. Although you give 3, but only referring to one topic, which is the question. You can cari 2 different topic of the assumptions. So first you can give, as what Nidia mentioned, temperature, pressure is constant for the saturated steam. That one is different from the equation. The second one, you can give that one, Akasha, kinetic 0, potential 0, work 0. That one can be accepted as 2. Okay?
Okay, Doctor.
Right, so kita tak nak from the same what we call it as same criteria. Kita tak nak from the same criteria. Okay, so if pressure constant, kinetic potential 0, perfectly insulated, no heat loss to the surrounding. So that one is different, what we call different criteria, so can be accepted. Kalau from the same criteria, although you give 3, 4, only 1 mark for that. Okay?
Okay, Doktor.
Alright, so next, last question. Anybody?
Doktor jawab yang soalan tadi tu kan, Doktor?
Yes.
Kalau saya buat tu energy balance directly on the heat exchanger terus boleh kan, Doktor? Sebab macam yang Doktor buat ni macam Doktor treat the tube and the shell as separate system kan, Doktor? Sebab tu Doktor cari Q dulu. Jadi kalau saya buat energy balance tu terus dekat heat exchanger, maksudnya saya buat sekali step je. Itu boleh.
Makna means that you buat how to write? Makna means that you ini NH untuk out in for tube. Ini untuk ni.
Betul.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay, but you need to mention somewhere that another one, if you put it here, this like this, there must be one negative. Supposed to be one of it is mana which one? Tube negative tube release. Okay. Sepatutnya this one negative.
Ni ke, Doktor?
Nah, you dapat positif, maybe you wrongly put the enthalpy. You boleh dapat positif, tapi basically your equation, first equation, if you want to combine both tube and shell, tu one must be positive, one must be negative, because this one refer to Q, this one refer to Q equation. So ini release, ini absorb. It must be this way.
Okay, Doktor.
Okay, you may get the answer, but something wrong with your out dengan in ni lah. Maybe something wrong with your out in. You mesti terbalik what any of that. That's why you dapat positif, dapat the answer lah. Tapi basically it's wrong lah on the out in tu.
Oh, itu je lah, Doktor. Okay, Doktor.
Mesti salah. Yes, maybe.
I use another formula for finding the heat of water.
Okay.
My formula is m dot times capacity heat times delta T, not n dot.
Oh, MCPDT.
Yes.
This one, where you get the CP?
In appendix from my book.
This 75.4, is it? No, 4.214.
4.183.
18.
Yeah.
What is the unit of this? Kilojoule per kilogram.
Yeah, kilojoule per kilogram degree Celsius.
Degree Celsius.
Also positive.
If you use this, are you able to get the same answers of 0.458?
Yeah, my answer is 0.456.
Okay, okay. Because, okay, this one, you are considering the, okay, this one actually, you can use when you have, the pressure is 1 atm. So you have to assume the pressure of the water here, this 10 degree C and 65 degree C, the water is 1 atm because the CP that you use 4.18 is special for 1 atm only.
Oh, macam tu.
Okay, so it can be accepted. Yes, maybe it can be accepted because now the condition is we actually assume the water is at 1 atm. So it can be accepted if you use MCPDT.
Okay, doctor. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, because 1 atm. Yeah.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yeah.
Okay. We ask how we find the value of the density when we have two condition. I mean, in the appendix we have the difference value of density at 10 degrees Celsius and at 65 degrees Celsius.
Okay, very good question. Okay, so if you refer to the textbook, you are able to find the density from the VCAP, right?
Guys, malunya.
From the VCAP, right, Nidia?
Sorry, Doctor, from what?
The density from the table you are able to get it from the VCAP, right?
The V with the sign.
Yeah, V with the cap. V with the cap.
Oh, yes, the VCAP.
Yes. All right. So 10 degree C, 10 degree C, the VCAP is for water, 0.001. For 65 degree C, the value is about 0.001018 lah maybe. Okay, so not that much difference, Nidia. So that's why.
Alright, so
yeah. That's why we take only 1,000. Is known, right? For water, the density is 1,000, right? Kilogram per meter cube is a common value for water density. So we take that because you see the difference is not that much. It's 0.000 difference.
Alright, Doctor, thank you.
Okay, so if you want to use the density of this value 1,000, okay. If you want to use 1,018, still okay, can be accepted. Or you want to find the average of both, also can be accepted. If you want, yes. So there are many possibilities of using the density. Okay, Nidia?
Yes, Doctor, thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
No question, Doctor.
No questions, all right. So can we proceed to the last question?
Yes.
All right. So anybody with the answer of 346.2 degrees C? Anybody?
346.
Have you tried that question?
How?
346.2.
But different answer, Doctor.
Different answer.
I got more than that.
You got more than that?
Yes. Very far.
I don't know. About the double.
Double the value. Okay, now.
I got 374.6.
374.6. Okay, let you check with my answer. Okay, A and B, I'll let you find your own because A is the one we already discussed from the previous question. Q can be assumed 0 where perfectly insulated, temperature surround system is at the same temperature. So that is very clear. Intensive properties, this one is supposed to be chapter 8 actually. So we wait for that. You remind me later when we deal with intensive properties. So intensive actually depends on quantity. The other one extensive is not depend on quantity. I can remember that. Okay, I also remembering me not that good. Okay, so we during chapter 8, then if we come across this, we highlight this. Okay, on the C, a closed vessel. Okay, remember the previous question, this one. Okay, another assumption that you can use actually open system. Open system is also another assumption because if you choose closed system, it's not data hash. So this is very straightforward, it is open system. So open system also can be your assumption, another assumption. Okay? Alright, so for this one, C is closed. So it's closed system. So you have kettle, sort of a kettle, vessel kettle lah, closed. Alright, so you have 138.9 gram of water here. The temperature is 28.3 degrees C initially. And you supply energy. Energy is supplied. So this energy positive or negative? 384, sorry.
Positive.
Negative.
Positive, right? Supply.
Positive. You supply to the system. Positive Q actually. Positive Q. energy. This energy actually referring to Q, not referring to work. If they want to refer to work, something to do with work lah. The work being done by the system or the work done by the surrounding to the system. The work must be there lah. Ataupun something to do with moving piston or whatever. Tapi this one when it mentioned about energy, so they refer kepada Q. Yeah, this is Q. Alright, so when you supply 384 kilojoule of Q, what will be the temperature of the water? Okay, assume the vessel at 1 atm. Okay, now it is closed system, so this is your closed system lah punya equation. So you simplify the kinetic, the potential, the work, all that, and then you find out the internal energy outlet. Okay, so be careful with the unit because this one you have gram, this is kilojoule, and then the one you find from the steam table is kilojoule per kilogram. Okay, so be careful with the unit. Okay, some mistake maybe from the inconsistent of the unit lah. Okay, so this one looking into table B5. You do some interpolation. This is where I put it here. Yeah, this one. Okay, 28 dengan 30. So data, the UCAP is 117.3 and 125.7. So when you interpolate, you got 118.56. The answer. Okay, so from there you are able to get the internal energy of the final, bukan outlet inlet. Sorry, the appropriate is final. Initial. So the final internal energy is 2883.1. Are you able to get this final internal energy?
No.
So where is your mistake?
I use a different method.
You use different method. You refer to my slide. Chapter 7, refer to that slide. I will go nowhere out of that topic lah. Kena refer to. Jangan ambil chapter thermo, chapter fluid mechanics. No, this is CPP. You have to take my notes.
Okay, Doctor. Lesson learned.
Yes. Okay, good. Ahmad Iqmal tadi nak jawab apa? Where is your mistake?
I did not use the term.
So where you get the UCAP?
I just assume that the Q is same as I don't know. I use MC theta T.
MCPDT, just like maybe tadi lah MCPDT.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like me, Doctor.
If you use this, okay, because CP is data H. Data U, if you can recall, is MCVDT, right? Data U, MCVDT kan?
Yeah, Doctor.
Yes. So you cannot use MCPDT here. For the previous question, yes. Just like maybe use MCPDT because we are calculating data H. But this one data U, MCVDT, NCP, NCV is not the same for liquid. For gas, yes. For liquid, you have what? Gas constant, right? Plus gas constant. I can't remember this. This is actually chapter 8 later. Okay, we will learn this. But not yet here lah. Okay, so you cannot use MCPDT. Okay? If you can check, maybe if you use MCVDT, maybe you should be able to get lah. Maybe I'll check that also. MCVDT, yeah. Nanti I check whether we can get the same answer as that UCAP or not. It's not that same answer lah about the value. Okay, if you use different method, of course your value is not the same as one given here lah. Okay, so different method give you different answer, but it's around the same value. So once you got the UCAP, now you need to find out where is your temperature of this UCAP. Okay, so if you refer to table B5, B6, nowhere you can find this 2883.1. Okay, nowhere, because table B5, the maximum UCAP value is 2000 something, 2000 something, I guess. Then B6 pula is about 26 something. 26, sorry, slow. The line is again slow. 26 something, 2600 something for B6. B5 2000 something. So it's not there. It means that when you supply that 384 kilojoule, it becomes super heated. So you need to go to table B7. Okay, you need to go to table B7. Okay, the Q being supplied is very much, so it's quite big. That's why they become saturated, superheated. It's supposed to be water, saturated, superheated. So this is dia dah cross over the saturated, become superheated. So you go to the superheated table B7. Now refer to 1 bar. Okay, refer to 1 bar. Now, if you refer to this question, 180 M. But if you refer to the textbook to table B7, 1 bar. Okay, 1 bar. You recall back my lecture lah. My lecture, I guess ada table B7 yang 1 bar tu. So 1 bar, that 1 bar, 180 M can be assumed the same. Okay, 1 bar, 180 M. No need to do any conversion of unit, any interpolation. 180 M, 1 bar can be accepted as the same value for this case. Okay, for this case. But for if you use table B6, 1 bar, 180 M, there is already there. There is a difference between that. It's already given in the table. So refer to that table lah. Use appropriately. But this one, 180 M, 1 bar, if you do conversion, so 180 M is 1.01 bar, and then you do interpolation. Do you think it's appropriate for 5 marks? You go back to the answer lah. You go back to the marks. Kalau 5 marks tu you rasa berbaloi, it's worth to do, then you do. It's not worth, means that is actually 180 M, 1 bar is the same. Okay? So if refer to the refer to that B7. So this is the where the 2883 point is laid on lah. Dia akan duduk between 300 degree C and 350 degree C. Because 300 degree C you capnya 2811, 350 degree C 2889. So 2883.1 is this around this value. So that's why I got 346.2 degree C. Okay.
Okay, cuman suaranya.
Do you understand?
Yes, Doctor.
Clear, clear. So, if clear, then that's all for this week. Any questions?
Doktor nak tanya, kita cakap pasal kalau buat interpolation tu worth with the marks. Kan selalu ni kalau interpolation ni kan, berapa ada? 2 ke? 1 ke?
Kalau contoh ni 5 marks from this question 5 marks ni kan, saya rasa markahnya tu adalah, saya rasa markah di sini UCAP ni 2 markah. Saya rasa your UCAP sini ni 1 markah. Okay. And then you write the equation ni mungkin 1 mark. It's already 4 marks. So ini I guess half. Ini mungkin tak dapat half lah because it already given here sebagai 1 markah kat sini. So ini mungkin another 1 mark to give you the 346.2 ni, 1 mark here. So bayangkanlah 1 mark you nak buat interpolation 1.01 bar, lepas tu nak interpolate pula dalam table B7. So tak nampak critical to be done with 1 mark. Betul?
Okay, faham.
Kalau this question is 10 marks, 10 marks yes. Mungkin perlu buat. And then your equal energy balance ni, kalau 10 marks energy balance ni, you cannot simply say kinetic 0 bukan cannot say. You cannot just simply write this. No, you cannot just simply write that. Kalau 10 marks, you kena mention no work, no kinetic energy, no rising falling, no acceleration. Kena mention that if it is 10 marks. Kalau 5 marks, we focus to the calculation only, not all that assumption or simplification. Refer to the marks lah.
Wait.
Right. Any other questions?
No question.
Madam,
Yes.
kalau kalau calculation yang markah banyak, interpolation kita kena tunjuk lah.
Markah yang banyak is good too. Ya, saya cadangkan tunjuk. Tunjuk macam saya tunjuk ni je lah. Just as simple as this. Tak perlulah buat yang X minus 350 over 300 minus 350. No need to show this. It's understood. Tapi macam tu lah. Buat je macam ni pun boleh. Tak ada masalah. Macam ni. Maknanya we know that you are taking the value from that range. Kan? Because you if it is interpolation kalau if it's not interpolation. In fact kalau without interpolation pun you give the value of enthalpy tu, you give macam soalan tadi bawah tu, you give the value of enthalpy tu pun 412 or 4 point what ni. Wait, we go back to the question. This one. Slow sikit macam ni. The value 272/05 dengan 42 ni. 42 ni is without interpolation. You write somewhere saying that tapi for the water at 10 degrees C is 42. In fact, you can get marks actually. Okay, so please don't just give the value in your calculation. Before you do your calculation, okay, this is the enthalpy value that I will use. You write down the enthalpy value. Itu pun actually critical, if your answer is all wrong, that one can be given marks. Because it's not there in the question, you have to find it somewhere. So bila you find it somewhere, you write it first lah. You cannot just simply put in the equation direct. You write it first. Okay, this is enthalpy for 10 degrees C. Enthalpy for 65 degrees C. Mention dulu. Then only you use in the equation. Boleh?
Boleh, doktor.
Right. Okay, so saya rasa itu sajalah kot untuk hari ni kan?
Yep.
Yes. If you have any question, you just can message me or ask me personally lah. Doesn't matter. Ask in the group pun doesn't matter, so that your friend can know. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. So itu saja untuk hari ini. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum.
Salam. Terima kasih, doktor.
Thank you very much, doktor.